Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to be going over my Atlas Prime build. Now if you've noticed in my previous videos I tend to be going up the alphabet. That's because I'm going through each frame one by one and showing off my build for them. In this case I'm going back to Atlas. I had completely like built his kit wrong before, and after taking an extensive look at him, he is peak. I will say for his kit he is kind of a one ability monster, right? He really has one ability that's very good. The other three are okay, but they're not super great. The only other ability that I would say is actually good on him is his three. His four is weak and, in my opinion, bad. The augment for his 4, while it does give you overguard, in my opinion, it's very clunky. You have reduced mobility. Your overguard value that you get can get easily one shot in higher level activities, and it's just not very good. Um, so for those reasons, this build is primarily based around his one, which is landslide. And you will see how much damage this does in a second. This thing cooks. Now, you will see that I'm running Nourish. For all of the people out there that want to see big, massive damage numbers across their screen, you can run Roar. You can run Zada's Whisper. You can run whatever ability you want here, right? I'm running it because I prefer it, right? If you want to run like it's Hunt, you can do that, right? If you want to run Fractal Blast from Citrine, you can do that. If you want to run any other, Helmeth ability, whatever you want to do, you can run that. I'm not going to stop you. Not going to say they're wrong. You can run whatever you want, right? This is just what I run. This is my personal opinion and my personal, what I find enjoyment with. So let's get into the actual shards and the build and everything like that. So for the shards, we run some boosted crit damage when energy is over 500. Energy is 755, so that's obviously not an issue. One casting speed just to help some things cast faster. You can absolutely replace this with another Talforge Purple. It's really up to you. It doesn't really matter. You can, if you want to make your one shot more, then you can put another Talforge Purple. In my opinion, if your abilities are already one-shotting, I don't really see a point in trying to make them quote unquote one shot harder, right? That's kind of a useless thing to do and it's kind of redundant in my opinion, in my opinion. So it's just for the Talforge purples for extra crit damage, and the actual build for him looks like this. This right here. So we're running Steel Charge, Power Drift, and then these mods here. Feel free to, pause and look at what each of these do as I go through them. For the Landslide Fists, this is what I run. So of course you got this right here, and then you got some basic mods right here. Just a basic blast, just a basic blast electricity influence setup. I run blast just because I like blast. I like blast influence a lot more than I do viral influence on some specific melees. This is one of them that I prefer blast influence on. And yeah, so there's not much more that I want to say about them here. So I'm just going to show you all the damage now, because that's probably the thing that y'all are most curious about. So let's start with the babies. Again, just like usual, I'm going to start with the babies. No nourish, just simple punch, punch, punch. And they're pretty much all dead, right? So now that they're built up a little bit, let's summon them again. They all die, right? Pretty standard, pretty quick, pretty like that. Now you might notice the damage numbers are black. Oh no. And that's because I am so tired of people going, oh, you're not hitting red crits. That means your damage is bad. Brother, look at how fast they're dying. I don't care about the crits. Look at how fast they're dying. Right? Do me a favor. Just look at how fast they're dying. Right? Boom. That's heavy gunners, right? Now let's move up to the final tier. Let's do some Bombard Eximuses. This one I will pop Nourish for, just to at least show Nourish on one of them. A little bit more setup, but again, they die very quickly. Now that it's actually set up and established with Influence active, womp, 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 and they're all dead. Right? So again, if you want the 1 to 3 shot melees to 1 to 3 shot harder, be my guest, right? If you want to tweak anything, you can do that, right? But these things are one-shotting. I don't see a reason to try to make them one-shot harder because that's, in my opinion, unoptimized and overtuned for what they need. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to some Steel Plague gameplay.